Ever wonder why your bank balance feels lower than it should, even though you haven't made any big purchases? Well, here's the thing. Most of our spending problems don't start with the big-ticket items. It's the little things, the quick, mindless purchases we make throughout the day, that add up and leave us wondering where it all went. But what if I told you there's a way to instantly become more aware of your spending without needing a strict budget or financial advisor? Today, I'm going to share with you 5 simple ways to improve spending awareness instantly. Small, easy-to-implement habits that will help you make smarter financial choices. Let's dive in. 1. Think in life hours instead of dollars. The first step to better spending awareness is to stop thinking of prices only in terms of money. Start thinking about them in terms of time, or more specifically, life hours. Here's what I mean. Instead of just looking at that price tag and asking, can I afford this? Ask yourself, how many hours of my life does this cost? For example, if you earn $20 an hour and an item costs $100, that purchase isn't just $100. It's 5 hours of your life. Think about that. You worked 5 hours to pay for that item. Suddenly, the purchase feels a little more real, doesn't it? This small mindset shift can have a huge impact. Instead of just mentally subtracting the money, you'll start seeing that price as time and energy spent working, dealing with stress, and pushing through long days. Does that purchase really feel worth 5 hours of your life now? This method helps you stop impulse buys before they even start. When you consider the time it took to earn that money, you'll often find yourself second-guessing whether the item is truly worth it. Another great thing about this strategy is that it shifts your mindset from seeing money as just numbers to realizing that it's your time and effort. Your time is valuable, and when you equate purchases to time spent working, you can't help but become more selective with how you spend. When you pause and ask yourself, is this worth the hours of my life? You'll often find yourself making more thoughtful decisions. By viewing purchases through the lens of life hours, you'll start making more intentional choices that align with your true priorities and add value to your life. 2. Implement the 24-hour waiting period. How many times have you impulsively bought something, only to wake up the next day regretting it? We've all been there. Here's a simple trick to stop impulse buying in its tracks. The 24-hour rule. When you feel the urge to buy something on the spot, stop and give yourself a full 24 hours to think it over. This small delay can make a world of difference. Why does it work? Well, in the moment, your brain is flooded with excitement and everything feels urgent. But once that initial rush fades after a day, you'll often realize that the urge wasn't as strong as you thought. With a bit of time, you gain clarity and make a more thoughtful, intentional decision. The 24-hour pause creates a buffer between you and the emotional pull of the purchase. It allows you to step back, assess if you really want it, and consider whether it aligns with your goals, or if it was simply a fleeting desire. By waiting, you give yourself the opportunity to reframe the purchase. That must-have item may not seem so necessary after a day of reflection, saving you from buyer's remorse. It's a simple but powerful way to make more mindful purchasing decisions. 3. Switch to cash for problem categories. One of the sneakiest ways to overspend is through digital transactions. Cards, apps, and one-click purchases make spending way too easy. But here's the deal. Easy doesn't always equal smart. Think about it. When you pay with a credit card or tap your phone, you don't really feel the money leaving your wallet. But when you hand over actual cash, you feel the loss. The physical act of handing over bills creates a kind of psychological pain that makes you pause. For example, if dining out is one of your spending weaknesses, take out a set amount of cash for the week. Once the cash is gone, so is the dining out budget. This simple step can make you think twice before grabbing that takeout. When you feel the money leaving your hand, it instantly increases your awareness and makes you think more carefully about where it's going. Cash has a way of making you feel the full weight of your spending choices. Cash also helps you set clear boundaries. It gives you a real physical limit that's easy to track. For example, if you decide that $40 is your dining out budget for the week, once that cash is gone, you know you're done until the next week. It's also a great way to avoid those accidental overspending habits that happen when your payment method feels too abstract. Cash forces you to plan ahead and stay within a predefined limit. Additionally, using cash for certain categories lets you notice patterns in your spending, making it easier to adjust and improve over time. By using cash for categories like entertainment or dining out, you'll be able to see just how much you're spending in those areas. You may even be shocked to find that you've been overspending without realizing it. 4. Pause and check your emotions. The fourth method is all about slowing down to check in with your emotions before you make a purchase. How many times have you bought something when you were feeling stressed, bored, or even too happy? Spending is often tied to our emotions. When we're feeling down, we may use shopping as a quick fix. When we're excited, we may reward ourselves with a purchase. And sometimes, when we're just plain bored, we pull out our cards without even thinking. Before you pull the trigger on your next purchase, pause for 60 seconds and ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Is it boredom, stress, happiness, anxiety? By simply naming the emotion, you're shifting the decision from your emotional brain to your logical brain. This gives you the chance to stop and think, do I really need this, or am I just buying because of how I feel? Once you name the emotion, you can decide if it's worth spending money on something to solve that feeling. Or maybe you'll choose a better, more cost-effective way to deal with it. This pause gives you a chance to break the cycle of emotional spending. When you're feeling stressed or down, it's easy to reach for retail therapy. But by checking in with your emotions, you stop and ask, is this really the best way to handle how I feel right now? By becoming aware of the emotional reasons behind your spending, you can start choosing healthier, more effective ways to deal with your emotions. 5. Reduce digital temptations. We live in a world where spending temptations are everywhere. They're in your social media feeds, in your email inbox, in the apps you use every day. Brands and stores are constantly trying to lure you in with flashy ads and discounts. Unfollow brand accounts, mute notifications, and unsubscribe from store emails. By reducing the digital noise around you, you make it harder for impulse purchases to sneak in. One powerful tip is to remove saved card details from your phone and websites. When you have to physically enter your card number every time you buy something, it creates a moment of friction, a moment where you can stop and reconsider. Small digital adjustments, like turning off shopping notifications and hiding shopping apps, can help you resist the urge to spend mindlessly. Out of sight, out of mind. When you remove constant shopping temptations, you make it easier to make intentional, thoughtful purchases. By creating a no shopping zone on your phone, you can limit your exposure to online stores, making it less likely that you'll make purchases just because they're easy or in front of you. Additionally, consider using browser extensions that block or limit access to shopping websites. This can be a great way to reduce the number of times you're invited to spend without even realizing it. And there you have it. 5 simple ways to improve your spending awareness instantly. Start by thinking in life hours. Pause before you buy. Switch to cash for problem categories. Check your emotions and clean up your digital environment. If this video helped you rethink your spending habits, hit that like button, share with a friend who could use a little extra financial awareness, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on making smarter money choices. Stay mindful, stay intentional, and take control of your financial future, one decision at a time. Thanks for watching.